All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's freaking get it. That was real ballsy for Dave Roberts to have Walker Buehler warming up in the bullpen and pitching in the ninth inning.
Los Angeles Dodgers fans
that was ballsy.
Waiting for is upon us. That is right by the stadium. The Los Angeles Dodgers making their way into
what's going on, everybody? Whoever's watching this.
Going to be welcoming them. Of course, they've already been throughout the city and streets of Los
Angeles. It's been 36 years since they last had a championship parade in Los Angeles. They couldn't do one 4 years ago for obvious reasons.
We're going to get you over to live coverage of the Dodgers parade and celebratory event at Dodger Stadium in just a moment. I'm Alana Rizzo. Let's get you out there now. We're going to take the coverage of Spectrum Sportsnet LA. Enjoy the Dodgers championship parade and celebration next on MLB Network.
Early on, and you're barely part of the team, then you want to stay, then you make contributions, then you make a world championship, and then all of a sudden your whole life changing.
Right.
And this is life changing for these guys on this bus right now. Everybody in the organization that participated, that wasn't hurt, was on that field, on the roster. Their life has changed completely because they'll be known as world champions the rest of their life.
Well, this may come as a surprise to absolutely no one, but
it was a good thing I wasn't up there. I wasn't up there amongst the ranks of Dodger fans. It's a zoo over there in LA. It's a damn zoo.
His son Max was diagnosed with GBS and how hard that was on Freddy and his entire family. And then he comes back to play and he breaks his finger in August. He has that terribly sprained ankle in September when they
let's get it.
The Padres. And then we find out, we knew he was dealing with something with his oblique area, but we find out that he has broken rib cartilage 2 days before the playoffs even started, to the point it was so bad that his father, Fred, said, Freddie, maybe you should just shut it down and just not play anymore. And Freddie's comment to him was, Dad, I'm never going to give up.
You're like, screw that, I'm playing.
It's the characteristics of the Freeman family, not just Freddie Freeman. He learned that from his dad, and that's why Freddie looked at his dad. Are you kidding me? I wasn't raised that way. We're a family of fighters. And to go back to Max Strong, Freddie Freeman, what his family had to endure, if he would have stepped away from baseball, everybody would have understood. Everybody would have understood. He took a little bit.
Oh, yeah, but he decided not to, so, yeah. He made it all the way up to this point, so why not?
He came back here to Dodger Stadium, his first at bat. This entire stadium.
So why not finish it? You know what I mean?
That meant the world to Freddie Freeman and his entire family, and that's why Freddie Freeman continued to fight despite the multiple injuries.
Yeah, you know, you mentioned that it was not only the fans, and it was just an incredible moment, but, you know, the umpires, the opposing team, because we know moments like that, there's bigger than baseball. You know that there's family.
That's a beautiful bus.
We showed that. And you know what? I think
even though that's an old model style bus,
you can attest to this. When you win a World Series,
it's beautiful because they have everything Dodgers.
Yeah, you have that moment.
Whether it's the staff, the team,
you go on this parade, you
all their trainers,
all the fans, you realize it is bigger than you. You were able to accomplish that, and I think even in that moment, it is bigger than baseball. Recognizing that.
Let's go.
This is an amazing game that we get to be a part of, and that it can support you. It is you have your own family, but baseball can bring a bigger family that you know when it's all said and done. When times are tough, are there to support you. And boy, these fans really, really showed it to Freddie Freeman, and boy, did he show it right back.
You know, the whole Freddie story is kind of emblematic of what goes on with an everyday player. There's so much respect.
I know it's not running smoothly on my end, but
because they play with
y'all still watching.
They play with while they're hurt. They try and figure out another way to get on the field. They don't take days off, day games after night games. If they're a superstar, they're expected to be in there. And so when a guy like Freddie gets hurt, and then there's compensatory injuries around that as he's rehabbing, as he's trying to take back.
But you can also thank Aaron Boone for making that bonehead decision in Game 1 when the Dodgers had runs in second and third with 2 out. They decided to walk Mookie Betts, who was 0 for 3. They walk him to get to Freddie Freeman. who was like 1 for 4,
It's a continuous battle.
and the rest was history. He had a game-winning grand slam, which cost the Yankees that game. Should have been in Game 6 today, but once again, thanks Aaron Boone for making that bonehead decision to walk an 0 for 3 guy to load the bases.
It's all worth it. And here, listen, we see these guys on the buses right there. Now it looks like the.
And from there, I said that they cost themselves the World Series with that move.
Bus ride. These guys will never forget. And 15 years from now, they're going to be at Dodger Stadium together, celebrating the anniversary of this World Series championship. 25 years from now.
And RIP to Fernando Valenzuela. He had I think he had a perfect game underneath his belt. A Hall of Famer. He was also a Hall of Fame broadcaster in Spanish.
After the Dodgers won the pennant against the New York Mets, and we were sitting there inside the stadium, and Orel says Walker reached out to me, and he wants to know if he can wear my 1988.
And if anything, they had a hard time with the Padres than they did the 2 New York teams, if you know what I mean. It took them 6 games to beat the Mets, and it took them 5 games to beat the Yankees. Think about that. 2 New York teams, back to back.
With a strikeout to end it. It was just beautiful. It was poetic. And who knows, maybe 36 years from now.
And they came back on Game 5. They came back from a 5-0 deficit because the Yankees screwed up defensively. They gave up 5 runs that inning.
Against the Padres in the 6th inning, I get a phone call and he goes, "You should have your gray jersey." I said, "Of course, but we're going to have to FedEx it here. It's in Vegas at home." And I got it here. He wore it the night they clinched. His wife got mad at him because he wanted to wear it to the party, and she said, "Oh, it's going to get stained." I said, "Get whatever you want on it. It's got dirt from Oakland on it still. It can have stuff from you. It'll just make it more memorable."
Man, you call the shot. If you want to wear that shirt, you can wear that shirt.
Which he got on slow curveballs.
For crying out loud.
All 3 outs. One was a hanger for a ground ball to third. One was a curveball for a strike at 78 miles an hour that got a strikeout. And one was one in the dirt over the plate. All 3 looked like they could be on the plate and strikes. You know what? What Sandy taught me, what Don taught me, and what others have passed on to this generation, all of a sudden, he remade himself as a pitcher. And it brought this city another world championship. And he actually asked and said, "I'm going to the bullpen in the 6th inning to Dave Roberts." They didn't plan on using him. It was kind of a relationship back to a time in '88 also.
Right.
I am not going to say Walker Buehler is V. I'm just going to say that there's a Dodger way to play ball that started when I came into this organization all the way back with Tommy and Don and Sandy and Campy.
There you go.
Do our work, and it continues on today, and it is our job as Nomar and Jerry and John and myself and others around the organization to continue to pass on that work ethic, that dedication.
If you're watching this right now, can you push the like button for me? Push the like button.
You know, as a former player, it's pretty amazing because here we're just talking about the World Series they've achieved. They're at a parade, and Orel's breaking down every pitch and how it is. I mean, he knows every single pitch and what you feel, and he's exactly right. And he's talking about, because guess what? The players before him that taught him were breaking down the pitches. I know the same thing.
Let's get it.
I was fortunate to talk to all the former great players, and they're talking about him. I mean, Ted Williams, he would talk about, getting to talk to Ted Williams, like, listen, that second pitch that you took or you went the other way, that's what I'm talking, I love that. Or that breaking ball, what were you thinking in that moment on those pitches? That's the difference right there. We are fortunate as players to have those that came before us that we admire, that we respect so much. But that's the way they're talking about. Those are the conversations. And Orel here is talking about it right now as we celebrate. Those things stick out to us. That's what it's about. And we can't wait to share that for the next people that we see and say, hey, this is what you did well, this is what you did wrong, or what were you thinking? Because we want that inner knowledge and inner circle that we are so lucky to have experienced.
And here's the thing. The Dodgers, and it's no secret, every team uses analytics. The Dodgers use analytics. But if you go to this team, especially that last game, manager Dave Roberts didn't use analytics because analytics says, okay, you got to go get Blake Treinen. Blake Treinen is tired. Dave Roberts went to the mound and looked at Blake Treinen in the eye. Can you get this guy out right now? Absolutely. Didn't need an iPad. didn't need stats. He wanted to look into Blake Trinan's eyes because that's what it's about. When you're trying to win a championship, you have
I
to
hope I don't get in YouTube jail for streaming this.
You got to understand your players. And then analytics.
Yeah, I'm trying to grow my channel.
He has not come out of the bullpen this year at all. It's all about knowing your players, and Dave Roberts did an incredible job, not just in that clinching game, but throughout the whole season, managing the personalities, managing this team throughout injuries, and he better get his due when he walks into the stadium.
Oh, he's getting his due.
Even in this entire postseason prior to that,
So I made a video on my other channel about his job being on the line if they were to go out in the first round against San Diego once again.
And even some of the losses that they had over the course of this postseason, he was like, no, I have to look still at the bigger picture, and there's more games to play. You're exactly right. He deserved the Hall of Fame manager that is Dave Roberts to better get the due that he
because he understood the playoffs are a street fight, not the boxing match. Analytics is more like a long sample size, 2-year spreads. And look who walked into the set.
Yes.
They called him the train, D-Train. I don't know if you heard me shouting out D-Train, like hopefully Dontrell will come by.
Dontrell Willis, he pitched for the Marlins. He won I believe he won a championship for the Marlins in 2003.
And I know this is really different.
Right.
I'm telling the story how you're texting me at 3:18 a.m. saying, hey, you still up? Neither one of us could sleep. Listen, I'm so proud of the crew that I'm about. First and foremost, the city deserves it. The fans deserve it. The organization did it. It was truly an organizational win for everybody. All the arms, all the bodies. And I said it on Twitter. I'm going to say it right now. I don't want to hear any more Dave Roberts slander. I don't want to hear anything else about Dave Roberts.
He's a Hall of Famer now.
He was absolutely
a Hall of Famer.
He was excellent. And this city is going to be rocking.
He's a Hall of Famer, man. Hall of Fame manager. He won 2 World Series. Even though 2000 was a short year due to the pandemic. Let's do it.
The best team won the World Series, and I'm super proud of them. They deserve it.
That's right. They're a team with the best record. Therefore, they're the best team in baseball.
Never played a game, never went out of form with the Dodgers. The fans absolutely love him. He bleeds Dodger blue now. And I want to go back to what we were talking about, the sacrifices that these guys make because they want to win so badly, or they push themselves to limits that maybe they didn't even know that they could reach. Blake Trinan going 2 1/3, throwing 42 pitches after missing most of the last 2 years. And then Walker Buehler in the 5th inning telling Dave Roberts, I'm going to go down to the bullpen, to where Brent Honeywell sees him walking down to the pen. He's like, what the bleep are you doing down here? He's like, I'm getting ready to pitch if Doc needs me. And it just goes to show how much these guys want this, and they will do whatever it takes to get over that finish line.
Yeah, and with Walker, you're talking about a guy who's a free agent. So he let it all on the line, his contract, his health, his whatever. Because you know what? He's a short-term champion thinker. That's why he's a big-game pitcher. Short-term, get it done. I want the pressure. I want the ball. The worst thing you can have as a pitcher is watching somebody else pitch. So you want the baseball. And when we talked about that and how bad they want it, I'm telling you how bad Dave Roberts wanted. He could barely watch that last out. And remember, with a baseball, it's about probabilities, right? Everything's probabilities. And it's probabilities from past facts. Well, that's what a manager's role is. Put your players in the best position to do their job and to win the game. And Dave Roberts put the players in those positions. And then he took what Jerry was talking about, the look in their eyes, the moment, the character, and said, it could end up at 42 pitches for Blake Trinan, and he's supposed to be out of the game. But I ain't taking this guy out of the game because he's got the heart of a lion, and the heart of the lion was actually walking down to the bullpen, too, to back Blake Trinan up.
They call themselves the Dogs. And then they're probably, Brett, what are you doing here? Like, listen, you're right. You guys are the dogs out here in the bullpen. Don't get me wrong. There are dogs on that staff, and they were all open and ready to go out there and deliver. So and we know Walker Buehler. We're not surprised.
Walker Buehler got nuts, man. He got nuts of Steelers.
Said, Dave, I am ready.
He said, "Give me the bleeping ball. Put me in the bullpen. I'll pitch the 9th inning." And he pitched a shutout. He pitched 1, 2, 3, and he closed down And he closed the Yankees down in the World Series.
Okay, they're seeing this team win in a variety of different ways. You see the minor leaguers as well, what it takes to be a champion. And having manager Dave Roberts and the front office trust young guys. How many times throughout the whole season did we trust our rookies to go out there and help us win ball games? So it's great to see.
You gotta trust the guys that get it done. That can get it done for you.
And young players as well. Well, we saw Miguel Rojas on one of those double-decker buses. Got the victory slogan in hand, and people are singing happy birthday to Fernando Valenzuela behind us. What a great day here in Los Angeles. Applause.
Happy birthday, Fernando.
To Fernando Valenzuela and some of the other fans who are out here. Listening to Mookie Betts the other day, talked about all of these championships. They're so special. He's been fortunate enough now to win 3 of them. He said 2018 was great with the Red Sox. 2020 was great here. But he said there's just something about this team. And I don't know if it's because of maybe the failures of the past 2 years and Mookie Betts taking it so personally and blaming himself for some of those early exits the last couple of years. But it seemed like maybe there was born out of those 2 failures the last 2 years a certain element of fight and grit and heart that this team showed all season long, and it continued here in October. And I think maybe that's why this one feels a little extra special for all these guys.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, John. I think what Mookie Betts has had to endure, what they went through, and we know the expectations of this team. We always say at the beginning, we talk about it all the time. What's the expectation of this team? We're like, they got to win the World Series or bust. And you're like, wow, is that a lot of pressure? Well, they think that too. Is it pressure? Yeah, but you want that pressure. That's why you play this game. That's why you embrace it. That's why you want to be a part of an organization like this, because you want to have the opportunity and expectation to win a World Series every single year. But I think there's a few things that probably wear it on Mookie Betts. This is unfair
Look at the crowd
for Mookie Betts, but I think 2020 and the fact that everybody's talking about an asterisk that doesn't count, and then you're talking about a team when you have the best record in all of baseball, where you just dominate the regular season, and then you get knocked out so quickly. And then also the performance that he knows that
Metro got a lot of detours today.
Out there in the biggest stage, and he struggled in those moments. So then you've taken this season, and probably the season where, the expectations were high again, and they were picked at the beginning of the season, but all of the injuries and all the adversity and everything they had experienced, and then on top of that, to still go out there and battle through the end,
they did despite the injuries.
From all of those other years because of what they had to endure, and it makes it that much sweeter.
That's a hell of a team.
Special to be able to have a parade like this.
I got a chance to golf with Mookie Betts probably about a month and a half after they got eliminated by the D-backs, and then obviously watching the D-backs go to the World Series. Mookie Betts was crushed the way the Dodgers, fell short once again. Crushed the way he didn't perform in the postseason. They almost fell short against the Padres this season. They almost fell short. They were like one game away from elimination, like they were last year. This group is going to be on a mission, and boy, were they on that mission. They didn't let anything get in their way, and now you see Clayton Kershaw, the rest of the crew, have their parade and celebrate with the fans.
The memories will stay with
you. Should get Clayton Kershaw's praise for just not being on the roster to screw everything up.
Those stay with you too. You've got to find a way.
He deserves flowers too. I bet you go, Dave Roberts, do not put me in there because I don't want to be the anchor that holds the team back from achieving the World Series. From achieving in the World Series.
And Jared, you joined that 2009 Yankees team that was absolutely loaded. You joined them at the All-Star break. There was a lot of pressure on that team to win that championship. We talked about it going back to...
Hell yeah, you signed Ohtani to that $700 million contract. He said he deferred some of it, but I'm not sure about that.
On them. They overcame all of that, and to still be here celebrating a championship through all of that is really incredible.
It's incredible, and that's the difference, too. Listen, every team has some sort of pressure when you become champions, but go back to that 09 team with Jeter, A-Rod, Mariano Rivera. It was like traveling with the Beatles. They were expected to win, and when you're expected to win, especially with that star-studded team, it is that added pressure. But the one thing I learned being on that team is no matter who you are, whether you're the superstar or the 25th man, now in this generation, the 26th man, it's all about one goal. I don't care who you are, help us win. It's all about that mindset, and that's what this team had. They didn't care if you're that superstar, whether you're Clayton Kershaw, Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddy, Freeman, or the 26th guy, in our case, the 35th guy. We had so many guys contribute coming up and down from the minor leagues. It's all about that one goal, is put yourself in position to win that championship. And once you get to the World Series, finish the job. This team did that.
I think this year, I don't think it's the 35th. I think it was the 51st, 57th, or whatever. I mean, it was in the 50s, I think, that all contributed. And it, you know, it goes back to spring training when Dave Roberts is talking to all 50 guys out there in spring training. He says, we're going to need each and every one of you. And boy, any year there was, he did need each and every one of them. And they are all part of this celebration.
It's been such a transition in this organization and all of baseball, really, the culture of needing guys in multiple positions, needing guys in multiple places in the batting order, needing guys in different roles in the bullpen. We really ended up without a closer, right? We had bullpen by
And
committee.
they still don't have a
by
closer.
St. Louis, by Whitey Herzog, bullpen by committee, where we saw it with the Cincinnati Reds with the bad boys, and now we got the dogs. The dogs of the bullpen, and you bring a dog in at any time, and he'll eat from the bowl of baseball.
And like any one of them, any one of the relief pitchers can be the closer. That's why they call bullpen by committee. And their bullpen was almost dead last in the regular season until they showed up in the postseason.
Yep, your mic is good, Karen Bass. You can go ahead and go.
Yeah, go away. Get out of here.
Boy, you can hear the energy there at City Hall and on the parade route.
Well, that's the bad thing about the parade. Is Karen Bass being there. That's one thing negative about the parade. Her ass has to be there.
Let's go Dodgers! Let's go Dodgers! All right, welcome to Dodger Nation. We want to thank the families, our team. We want to show the world that this is Dodger Nation. Everybody gonna celebrate today? Celebrate peacefully. Have a great day, LA. Let's go Dodgers.
She's not even on camera. She is not even on camera. She's like an avatar. We just hear her voice. Let's go. If only she will solve the homeless crisis in LA.
Well, the parade is about to begin officially in just a moment.
In just a moment, y'all.
Jerry, here in Los Angeles, a lot of people have been given the day off, whether it's from school or from work, to all be a part of the celebration.
And we can understand the chaos because there's so many people out there celebrating their Dodgers on the streets. And again, this is their opportunity to thank the team that fought for them and fought for this city. And those fans also remember 2020 and that team that fought. Everybody get a chance to celebrate their Dodgers.
And you know what? They're not just filled in the streets. They are filled here at Dodger Stadium. Yeah. They cannot wait for their World Series champions to come here to Dodger Stadium. I mean, it is electric throughout this entire city.
The love in this city is immense for the Dodgers. It's a uniting factor of this city. And when you think about it, these fans had to make a choice. Do I want to go to Dodger Stadium or I want to watch the parade? There's only so much capacity here at Dodger Stadium, so the overflow is on the streets. So what you see on the streets is not even half of what's going on here at Dodger Stadium behind us and among us. And the people here are so excited. This parade is on the Diamond Dodger Vision here at Dodger Stadium. They're getting to watch all this. They're getting to hear our voices. But these people on the street are getting to experience the players right now.
Well, and they opened the gates here at Dodger Stadium about 3 hours ago. And this place was already filling up. It was getting packed. They sold out Dodger Stadium in just a matter of a few minutes.
John, that helped Jerry get in because a lot of that traffic that he usually gets stuck in was already in here.
But it just goes to show how excited everybody was to be here because, Nomar, you mentioned it. It feels like a game day. We've been out here for playoff games all throughout October. And just driving in and walking into the stadium, it feels like, okay, I'm getting ready for first pitch. Let's go.
Yeah, we walk around the stadium too, John, before the first pitch. We do that on a regular basis, going back and forth through the concourse, and we did that again today. And we were just talking about it is just such a different feeling. We know these Dodger fans are here. They're excited about what the game on a game day, excited about the game, excited about to see their Dodgers. Well, now that excitement is they're excited to see the World Series champion Dodgers, and there's no tension. It is just pure joy. And look at these guys taking it all in as they should.
How happy is Teoscar Hernandez right now? Seriously, he bet on himself. He could have taken a couple of year deals with a variety of clubs. He said, no, I'm going to the Los Angeles Dodgers on a 1-year deal. And boy, did he deliver.
Wait. Oh, boy. Wait. That's Walker Buehler. I'm going to say that's a beer bong, and he's wearing Oral's 1988 World Series jersey. Are you kidding me?
After
Word?
I congratulate him in a text. He goes, do you mind if I keep the jersey on through the parade?
May as well.
I'm not going to wash that jersey. It's not getting dry clean. Whatever stain he gets on it, it's just added to the 88 celebration.
Who's going to drink more, Walker Buehler in 2020 Buehler or Buehler, Hershiser 88?
I'm taking Buehler over anybody and everybody.
I think he already has.
Drink it up. And that's what this moment is for, because this is the last celebration of all celebrations we've seen. We saw this team clinch the division here at Dodger Stadium. They won the division series here at Dodger Stadium. They clinched the National League pennant at Dodger Stadium. And yeah, it would have been cool to see them win it tonight, the World Series. But this is awesome. They celebrated at Yankee Stadium, and now they get to partner with the city of Los Angeles today.
And what do we see right there?
Yeah, I'm glad they won it. I'm glad they won at Yankee Stadium. Get it over with. Just so I can stream you guys on my day off.
And that's what, this isn't the last one they want. They are committed to continue bringing this.
And that commitment, I was on that 13 team when Magic Johnson came down and addressed the entire team and that clubhouse. Said, listen, we're not just committed this year, we're committed going forward. And boy, have they delivered. At the stadium, they really made the stadium look really, really nice. It was always a historic stadium, but they really made it look nice. And now look at the fans, the sea of people celebrating with their Dodgers.
Where we are right now here in center field, John, is now the new front door of Dodger Stadium. Yeah. Jackie Robinson and Sandy Koufax on our stage. And this is where the players are going to come in when they finally arrive here. They are going to walk through off of the buses through the center field gates as they are presented to the fans that are here at Dodger Stadium.
I'm old enough to remember when I was able to skip school and come to Dodger Stadium or City Hall when the Lakers won championships and had parades and the Dodgers had parades. But it's been 36 years since they've had a parade here for the Dodgers. There are so many people lining the streets who are here in the stadium today who don't even know what this is like to have a parade in Los Angeles for the Dodgers, to experience this day. And so it's not just for a lot of the players, but so many fans here in Los Angeles experiencing this.
And now those kids, those teenagers now get a chance to celebrate with their parents, grandparents. And Nomar, you've always mentioned it. This is generational. You're celebrating the entire Dodger franchise, and that's what your team did in 88 Oral, what Fernando and Fernando Mania did for entire culture, to be able to celebrate generationally is so important for the city.
I met like a 36-year-old guy today who has my name. Now, I'm glad maybe Walker Buehler is going to be a better name for.
I could have nobody in chat will be
kids will get
satisfied
named Buehler.
with
Maybe some
3
kids
minutes.
will get named Walker. There's not many named Oral, but I
As long as
met
y'all
one
watching.
today that showed me his driver's license and said, I was named after you. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm glad Walker got the last out.
Well, we see the guys making their way down the parade routes. And boy, it is just packed on both sides of the street.
Packed like sardines, huh?
Want to get a close view of their heroes, the 2024 Los Angeles Dodgers, the World Series champions for the 8th time in franchise history, Jerry. It's just incredible.
The 8th World Series title in franchise history in year 2024. 8 and 24. Who wore those numbers here in LA? Some guy named Kobe Bryant, 824.
The job is finished, though.
The job is finished. And you see the cigar, you see the little bit of the bubbly, little bit of Budweiser as well. The fans getting a chance to celebrate with their team.
It was great to see Clayton Kershaw getting his first parade, year 17 in the big leagues, the 2-time champion, and he's a father of 4, and he's got his youngest on his shoulders experiencing
And he's
this moment
coming
with him.
back to pitch next year, so we get another
And he
year.
says he
of
will be
play.
a Dodger,
Yep, and
in case anybody was wondering.
Yep.
Well, that's good.
I'm telling you, this
That's good.
This is so special to someone like Clayton
I wonder, are they going to have Shohei Ohtani pitch?
You know, he's been dreaming about getting the World Series.
Are they going to have him pitch next season?
2020, when he says, "I can't believe we are World Series champions." He said that what it meant, and then them not able to get that parade. Well, Clayton Kershaw, here's your parade. You are a 2-time World Series champion,
And that's going to be
Bet you Angel fans at home crying because they saw one of their top talents get away. Get away to a real LA team. You sit at home while you're watching Shohei Ohtani celebrating with the Los Angeles Dodgers.
All I remember was a sea of people and it being very, very loud. So even 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, little Charlie Freeman, Kershaws are going to remember this moment.
And you have to really enjoy this moment. You have to embrace everything that this day brings you. Because I remember as a kid when the Dodgers lost to the Yankees in 77 and 78, and then they beat them in 81. I just assumed they were going to play the Yankees in the World Series all the time because I was young and they didn't know any better. Little did I know it'd be 43 years before we saw another Dodgers-Yankees World Series, and that's the reality of it. As you guys know, you never know if and when you're going to get back here, whether you're a player on one of those buses right now or even for the fans.
Now, you've got to be 5 or 6 years old before you're going to have a memory of a parade or something that's going on. So along this parade route, there are 45-year-olds, 42-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds that are crying that they finally got there. The frustration of 17, the no parade in 2020, and now in 24. And they are adults in midlife crisis almost, and they're bawling looking at this team going down the streets of LA.
All right, we've got David Vassay on one of those double-decker buses standing by with the Home Run Derby champ and now World Series champion Teoscar Hernandez.
All right, I'm here at Teoscar Hernandez. We're on the parade route. Teo, did you realize how much this city loves you?
This is crazy, man.
By the way, he won the home run derby this year.
This is a dream for me, and I love it. I love it. I honestly love the fans. Thank you for all the support. Always been there, and for welcoming me to Los Angeles and made me feel part of this family.
Oh, yeah.
To you to have them chant your name on a championship parade.
It means the war. This is everything for me. This is why I play. And this is the last thing that I wanted in my career. And here we are celebrating with the fans, and this is loud right here.
You believed in yourself when you signed with the Dodgers. Do you feel like the game rewarded you?
Yeah, I think I got a little more than I was expecting, but it's been a hell of a year, and I'm happy to be part of this.
Hopefully we can run it back next year.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy the parade. We love you.
Thank you.
Let's do it.
And the whole city of Los Los Angeles loves Teoscar Hernandez. We just heard him say this is everything. And Omar, this is why he took a one-year deal. He said he wanted a chance to play in October. And he wanted a chance to maybe win a World Series. And it was a storybook season for him, winning the Home Run Derby. And now he's a World Series champion. And he has said publicly numerous times his first choice would be to stay here with the Dodgers, but the business of baseball, we'll see how it all works out.
Yeah, we'll see how it works out, but we know he's just a tremendous fit for this ball club, in the clubhouse, and then obviously what he provided on the field. We talk about how clutch.
Yeah, you better sign him.
The entire season in the postseason.
Don't let this kid get away.
There's more to building this team than always just all about the superstars. They have that, but you also need these guys that understand the roles and that come up huge in those moments. And Teoscar is not afraid of the big moment. He came up huge throughout this entire season. But the other thing, though, too, is why does a guy like Teoscar Hernandez really get take that chance, that one-year deal? Well, it's also from all the guys before in the years back. It's with the Dodgers. It's from the ownership, but also the Dodgers that they were always beating on the door to try to win a World Series. That the expectation is in the World Series year after year after year, even if they don't win it. But the fact that there is that level of expectation, you want to be a part of it. So a guy like Teoscar is willing to take that chance to say, listen, I can go out there and accomplish it, and here they are and accomplishing it together.
And that's why it's so important when you make these type of deals, like at the trade deadline. Yes, you want talented players, but you want players that fit what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish, and fit this team and this roster.
Oh, yeah.
Trade for Tommy Edman. Does he fit? Of course he fits. Michael Kopech, Jack Flaherty, and when you sign a Teoscar Hernandez with John, you know I was clamoring for Teoscar Hernandez day one because I trust the players that I play with and the guys that are in different organizations. He goes, man, Teoscar would be perfect for you guys. He fits that clubhouse, his personality, it's infectious, and he's also clutch. He lived up to the clutch and the personality to fit this team perfectly. I hope they see that and he comes back here and is wearing that Dodger blue. He is the perfect representation of what the Dodgers are all about.
Ownership has done an amazing job. Andrew Freeman coming here, he was labeled as the sabermetric guy, remember? He never was a sabermetric guy. He uses that as a tool. He's a character individual. He builds teams through character. And to do that, you have to look off ball. And what I mean by looking off ball is you watch Tommy Edman play when the ball's hit to somebody else. You watch Teoscar Hernandez in the dugout when somebody else hits a home run and he becomes the guy who does the sunflower seed back. You watch Jack Flaherty when all of a sudden he gets up a home run. And what does he look like when he gets the ball back from the umpire? Is he locked right back in? This is the off-ball characteristics that this organization gets. And when you look off-ball, you build a team. Because A-type personalities, energy and anal, detailed people do not like B's and C's. They only like A's. You have to have a clubhouse of A's. If you don't have a clubhouse of A's, I don't care how much ability you have, you will not have a team. And that's what this team is. That's what the teams have been since Andrew Freeman has been here. They've been a clubhouse of character and teams. And Dave Roberts understands that. He builds the culture. But I'm so glad these guys are having a parade because it is the culmination of their type personalities living in a clubhouse and battening down the hatches and pulling for each other. And this is an off-ball team.
Well, such great points you made, all because, yes, of course, you need the talent, but character matters and fit matters, and this team fit perfectly well this year. That's why they're World Series.
How about
champions.
talent matters?
I can't even imagine what a 10-year-old Jack Flaherty would be thinking if someone told him, "You're someday will be on a bus as a World Series champion with your hometown team."
I mean, it's all good
right now,
to say character matters. Characters does matter in a way, but it's what you can do for me, not only lately, but what you can do for me right now.
Like, seeing Freddy pictures everywhere. Freddy's a freaking man. I love that dude. I would give him a kiss right now. Like, he's like, the city's showing out. It's unbelievable.
Did you realize how much you guys meant to this city?
No, I did not. Not until right now. People fucking lighting up on the freaking buildings and everything.
Yeah, I like this parade better than the Laker parade.
Let's run it back. I never want to leave.
I like this parade way better than the Laker parade.
Dreams come true. Celebrate the moment. Never want to leave. He's never leaving.
Love to hear Jack Flaherty, LA native, saying this is unbelievable. It certainly is. Right now, we've got Nicky.
He said, "I'll never leave."
She's near the corner of First and Grand.
He said, "I ain't leaving."
Standing down here amongst the fans, as I have never heard a roar so loud and so palpable, and the engagement from fans as the players were waving. Dave Roberts lifting the commissioner's trophy. It was
people watching.
sensational. I think so loud that my cell service dropped, but you could feel the emotion and the connection between the fans and this team. What a moment. I will never forget it. I'm going to send it back to you.
Great stuff, Nikki. And boy, you hear Jack Flaherty, who's from here, say he didn't realize how much the Dodgers meant to this city. And he's born and raised until he sees the reaction of these people, how loud it is and how crazy it is down there. We've got Kirsten Watson with another member of the 2024 World Series champs, second baseman Gavin Lux.
Gavin, to be up here at this parade, what is the big deal?
Oh, this is awesome. These are the best fans of baseball right here. I think they said
Oh, Kirsten can get it, by the way. She can get it.
seeing how many people love us and we love them. These are the best fans of baseball.
She's a tall drink of water, too.
This is more. This is better than I thought it was going to be right here. This is amazing.
Can you believe it? You're a World Series champion.
No, that's what you dream about your whole life. You play baseball, and this is special right here.
Enjoy it, Gavin.
Boy, this is why these guys wanted a parade. They wanted one in 2020. They're getting one now, Jerry. And to hear all the players say, it's even better than they expected. It's exceeded all of those expectations. But that's how much this city loves this team.
Jay Flaherty is from here. Okay, he knows LA does it big. Jay Flaherty grew up a Lakers fan, Dodger fan. He knows what LA is all about. And for him to say, oh my God, this is insane. LA is on fire right now, and it's great to see.
This is why they want them year after year after year. We've seen it with the Lakers. You know, talk about the city of champions. You understand, we played here. We've all been able to put on that Dodger uniform. We feel it on a daily basis when we walk into this stadium and we're on that field and we see the fans. So we feel it. We always say, we need you. We feed off that energy. And this is the culmination. This is why. Because when you win it all, then the fans go out there and once again show you exactly what they're feeling and the passion on a daily basis. Let me tell you, it is reciprocated because the players, man, a season is a grind. We always talk about it. It is not a sprint. It is a marathon. And to get through a marathon, you need a drive. And that drive that lifts you up, that inner drive that lifts you up, comes from the fans. So this is a way to thank them, and this is a way the fans are also thanking them for bringing the joy.
We all feel so good as fans. We feel so good for the city of Los Angeles, for this Dodgers organization, the ownership, the front office, everybody, and all of the players. But I don't know if anybody feels better from someone like Clayton Kershaw, who is celebrating this for the first time in year 17. Kersh right now is with Kirsten.
You're finally getting this parade. How incredible is it?
It's the best thing I've ever been a part of. It's incredible. I've never seen so many people in my life. And they're all Dodger fans, and they all love it as much as we do. It's unbelievable.
When you think about Los Angeles baseball, is this everything it's meant to be? This is Los Angeles baseball right here, Dodgers baseball.
I don't even know what you're asking, but I'm so excited right now.
When you see all these fans here, this is the epitome of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
There he is.
I've never get to experience anything like this, and it makes everything worth it.
You're a two-time world champion. What does that mean?
Two-time!
Clayton.
Thank you.
Oh, well.
Yeah, thank you too, Kershaw. Thank you for not being on the playoff roster and messing everything up. Nah, he's a great pitcher, man. He's like a multi-time Cy Young Award winner and an MVP. So give him all his flowers, man.
West Coast, right? And there's a Pacific Ocean. Well, he's looking at an ocean of people.
And I hope he retires as a Dodger.
When he comes to work every day and pays the price, these people have a love for the Dodgers, and we are a distraction from their regular life where they come every night to celebrate and to enjoy baseball and to love their Dodgers. And now he's getting to witness what these people feel during the regular season when they come to 81 home games and they come to the playoffs and they come to the World Series and they're coming to the parade and then they're coming to the rally. The players in Clayton Kershaw are getting to experience what they experience here in Love Baseball.
Oh, even when they take over a stadium like they did in Yankee Stadium and over there and showed them what Dodger Nation is all about.
Well, you hear the Freddy chants. I go back to what
An LA team taking over New York.
telling us the story at FanFest.
That's so awesome. Where's Magic? There's Magic, one of the greatest Lakers of all time, as far as I'm concerned.
Thinking, man, how cool is it to be those guys? They don't have to go to school tomorrow, and he had to go to school. Well, nobody's in school today. They're all here, either at the parade route or here at Dodger Stadium. And Tyler Glass now here as well as a World Series champion, and he's with David Vassegh.
Tyler, you grew up a Dodger fan. You're part of a World Series champion now. First team to experience this since 1988. This is unbelievable. I had no idea it was going to be like this. I didn't even know this many people existed. This is unbelievable. Like, it seems like the entire city of LA came out today. It's phenomenal. A lot of you guys are so locked in. Did you realize how much the city and how much you mean to the city? It's incredible. Yeah, like I think the support for every single player on this team is unbelievable. It transcends baseball. It's bigger than baseball. Just to be a part of it.
Every ninja watcher, can you please hit the like button?
More from the crowd, Jerry, all along
I just need one like and that's it.
And each and every one of these players just being overcome in the
So I can bring more people to the stream.
That's telling. Think about it. These players play in hostile environments. They played a packed Dodger Stadium every single night. They just came from the Bronx in New York, a packed house, and to be overwhelmed by a sea of Dodger fans in Dodger blue, that is a sight to see. And LA has waited years for their
36 years.
to celebrate half this parade, and they are taking advantage of it.
It's a long time.
You dream about it as a kid. You know, Clayton Kershaw.
I was 10 years old when they won the World Series in '88 and had a parade.
We talked about it 2020. We experienced that.
I was 10 years old.
And you imagine what it would be like. And then it
Don't even imagine it.
you don't have to imagine it. Here it is, and it exceeds beyond your dreams of what you ever thought about.
You can't stop smiling. You can't stop smiling. You drive down 110, you drive on the 5, you drive on the freeway, you're going to work, you're going wherever you're going, and you just can't start smiling. And you wonder, why am I still smiling? It's like you're smiling because you've accomplished something that you've wanted for so long.
And we already heard a bunch of Freddie Freeman chants. Freddie, Freddie. The LA fans know just how much joy he brought all of them with his performance of a lifetime in the World Series, winning the World Series MVP honors. Right now, Kirsten is with Fab Five. Freddie.
Freddy, how amazing is this parade? All these fans for you guys.
Yeah, this is incredible. LA really showed out today.
Can you believe just not about 36 hours
Just
ago,
like you showed out in
two-time World Series
the
champion,
postseason
you guys
classic.
are celebrating this moment.
All them home runs in consecutive games.
Hasn't sunk in yet, but I think this is made up for 2022. These fans are going crazy, and this is fun to be a part of.
When you think about celebrating something with all these guys, what does it mean to you? How special is this group?
Yeah, it means a lot. This is all for the fans, though, because, you know, on those Tuesdays in June, there's still 53,000 people at Dodger Stadium, and that's what it's all about. And they came out and support us, and with these group of guys, this is special.
This is a long year for so many reasons. To be here to celebrate with your family, these guys, can you believe it?
It's hard to even put into words. Max is over here having a blast. Charlie's throwing things right here. It's been a long year, but everybody's healthy on our bus, and this makes everything so much better.
Enjoy all of these moments. I know Southern California can't get into this in LA. It's got to be special.
I know, this is amazing. Being from Southern California and seeing a parade like this is even better.
Congratulations, Freddie.
Thank you.
Well, as they say, all is well that ends well. And boy, 2024 is ending beautifully for Freddie Freeman and his family.
I'll tell you, the only way to watch something as a whole is when you're live streaming it. Otherwise, you won't just flip to another You don't just flip to something else.
Around in his Spider-Man costume. It's just a great ending to what has been a turbulent year, a difficult year, but it ends in the best way possible, Nomar, in so many different ways for Freddie Freeman and his family.
It really does, and we all know, and we can keep talking about the warrior that is Freddie Freeman and the fight that his entire family had endured. Talk about the support that his Dodger family, these amazing fans, all of baseball, kind of the support that he gave them. But yeah, why do you do it? Why do you give it your all? Why do your family, his family, understanding? Yeah, listen, we know we want you here. We know we need you here, but there's also another need out there, and that's for you to go out there for this team in this city and go bring them a championship, and Freddie help bring that.
You see the players right there. You know, it's good. It's LA, perfect LA weather. Make sure you get your suntan in. Teoscar Hernandez. Take advantage of the sun. Yes, you have a parade. You need that vitamin D to go along with, obviously, the drinks that are flowing. But this is a time to celebrate and enjoy. Now, listen, these players are overwhelmed right now.
I got a line that I'm not even going to touch as soon as he says vitamin D.
These guys have worked so hard for this, but I now envision them 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 25 years from now. They're going to remember that 2024 team, the championship, but also partying with the fans.
2014.
It's pretty amazing that this party will continue, and so are our broadcasts, because when we get these players on stage with us and interview them, it's going to be a lot of fun. And I think Kike's going to ask if we're live. I think Walker Buehler will ask if we're live.
Are we live?
I think there'll be maybe Kopech will ask, are we live? And I think it's going to be a very colorful interviews today when we get to it, and we'll see even if Kike has clothes on by then. Because we got another couple hours of this.
You can be shirtless. That's it.
Okay.
And that became a thing this year, the shirtless pitchers inside the Dodgers clubhouse. Well, we just heard from the World Series MVP. How about the National League Championship Series MVP? Tommy Edman is with David Vassay.
Oh, Tommy Edman's the World Series MVP. Awesome.
What do you got, buddy? Are you going to say how much fun you having today? We're having a blast. Thanks for asking, Eli. I appreciate it.
Tommy, has this exceeded your expectations?
Yeah, this is amazing. I mean, this got to be way more than 2 million people. That's what they said at the beginning, but this feels like the whole city of LA is out here to support us today. It's been amazing.
Did you realize how much this city loves this team?
You know, I had a good idea, but I feel like I didn't fully comprehend it until today. You know, just seeing everybody out here, it's been amazing. Really, really special feeling.
How much do you love being on this team with these group of guys?
Yeah, there's nothing better. Nothing better in the world. This is these group of guys, best team I've ever been a part of. You know, welcomed me with open arms right away when I got here. Just like Eli's welcoming this microphone right now. But yeah, it's been amazing. I've loved every moment of it.
Congratulations, Tommy, and you deserve all of this. You've been such a big part of this team ever since you joined it. And man, you are a world champion.
World champs, baby. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You and Eli.
Let's go, Eli.
Good
You have
job.
anything to say to your fans, Eli? No, he's good.
Thanks, Tommy.
Thank you.
World champion Tommy Edman, the NLCS MVP, and many teammates say the MVP along with Freddie Freeman.
Oh, Tommy Edman was absolutely incredible for the Dodgers all October long. And he's a guy that Andrew Freeman tried to get during the offseason from the Cardinals. Wasn't able to get it done, but he was able to swing a trade, Jerry, before the trade deadline to bring Tommy Edman here. And I don't know if the Dodgers are celebrating today without that guy, his versatility, and just how clutch he was all season long, playing really the season and then in October.
And that's why scouting is so important. Now, listen, I mentioned scouting earlier. Yes, you knew Tommy Edman can play. We knew he could play last year and the year before with the Cardinals, but was he healthy enough? Is he going to be healthy enough to contribute? They went down, they said, hey, he's passing all the tests. He'll be ready to contribute come July, September, October, and August. And obviously, he contributed in a big way. But I said it earlier, we all talked about this. You can have stars, but you need guys to complement your stars. And Tommy right into this team, could play anywhere, like a Keoscar Hernandez, like a CT3, hit anywhere in the order, and also clutch. The perfect acquisition at the perfect time.
Well, I also think this Dodger organization, and we have seen it for so many years, the way they embrace guys' versatility. I mean, when you look at what you talk about Chris Taylor and Keoscar Hernandez, we have seen these guys for the years, and we know what they meant to the Dodgers, but the way they're utilized and the way they are so valued. And then you have a guy like Tommy Edman and his versatility. Bring that in, his character, the little things that he brings to the game, where it's not always going to show up on the sheet analytically. And when it comes to the averages, whatever it may be, there are little things that are so important in the game that he brings, and that we actually saw in the postseason that were so invaluable. As we talked about, once again, he brings the ability to get that 90 feet when needed.
When you put a whole bunch of people on a field, opposition and your team, and you feel like everybody's got the same ability, you beat people on the edges. And that's where Tommy Edman beat you. He beat you on the edges of the game. The base running, the defense, doing the right things, having the right mentality in an at-bat. That's where the Dodgers beat the Yankees. That's where the Dodgers beat the Padres.
And that's one of those things, or everybody talks about, the Dodgers just buy these stars. They buy these stars. Tommy Edman's not your superstar player, but he is the perfect fit for this team, and he's a pivotal guy on this team as well.
And when you talk about guys like this, I call them gym rats. They're baseball junkies because they love baseball and they love every part of baseball. We see it with Freddie Freeman with secondary leads or the way he runs the base. He's not the fastest guy, but he knows how to get it done. And the whole team does that.
Yeah, we need from a scouting report all throughout baseball, they need to go out and teams need to recognize you got to find more of these guys, not the guys that just jump off the charts. It's the guys that understand the game, that wins you ball games.
That to ball skills is huge.
Certainly is. The Dodgers are the 2024 World Series champions. We've got plenty more coming from the parade in downtown Los Angeles. The team about to make their way here to Dodger Stadium for the rally. Plenty more coming up. Get connected to all the breaking news.
No. Get off of this. I said get off of this. I don't care.
Los Angeles Dodgers are World Series champions. To commemorate this historic event, big time.
I don't care about all that other madness. I really don't.
Featuring the Louisville Slugger bat with the scores from the World Series and also the team's signature laser and
I'm not interested in commercials and shit. I just want to get to the parade. Just want to get to the parade, man.
BigTimeBats.com and see our player bats and new deep cut and engraved bats.
Delivering great customer service in the clutch is critical. Now, let's field some questions.
We can bundle both your boat and RV insurance.
I'm going to turn this up a notch.
We can help protect your cars, home, boat, RV.
He's on clap.
Like I said, I don't give two craps about the commercials. I just want to get to the parade. You feel me? Just want to get to the parade, man. So yeah, they gonna show them. They don't show the Dodger Stadium in a minute. They just got to pay some bills. Just like I've been paying bills. All right, they're showing. Yeah, they're showing commercials basically. And so as soon as the parade comes on, I'm gonna switch it back there. You feel me? I'm gonna switch it back there. I'm going to unmute, and we can take it from there. I might go live again today. Who knows? I might go live again. All right. It's, what is it? 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. Here we go. It's back on. It's back on. No. There you go.
Of the World Series. Here we go at number 10. Game 1, Jerry, the hometown kid, Jack Flaherty, setting the tone for the series. 5 1/3 innings, gave up 2 runs, made just 1 mistake at 6 strikeouts.
And that was the key, setting the tone right there, pitching deep in the ball game. Outstanding job, keeping us in the game against a tough Garrett Cole. Great job. You mentioned just that 1 mistake, but all in all, a great outing from the hometown kid.
At number 9 throughout the series, Nomar, the small things adding up to big results. Some heads-up base running leading to runs.
Oh, wait, I know we keep harping on it, but it's so true. Why 90 feet matters. You know, I had a friend tell me as we were talking about it, how the pressure puts on. But yeah, trying to get to second base, trying to get in the scoring position, putting the pressure.
Well, Ohtani hasn't done much in the World Series.
And just capitalize.
I think he only had like 2 hits, and he was 0 for. Not 2 hits. He was like 2 for like 20 or some shit.
5 scoreless innings, 5 strikeouts, picks up a win against the Yankees.
Oh my goodness, did I see a 2-seam comebacker to a left-handed hitter and not a 4-seamer or a cutter? That was an amazing pitch. He has reinvented himself to a place which is really, really hard, because when you take new tools in a new situation in the biggest thing in your life, that's very hard. That took some big.
Jerry, at number 7 every game in the series, the bullpen. They're a bunch of dogs, and they showed up in a big way all throughout the series.
They're a bunch of Dodger dogs. By the way, Farmer John don't make them anymore.
To really throw strikes, and even the guys that extended games, giving the big dogs a chance to go out there and keep the opposition at bay. They were.
I saw chewing gum. I saw chewing gum in his mouth. Oh yeah.
First start in a World Series, pitches into the 6th inning, allowed just 1 run on 1 hit.
Listen, I know this
is crazy.
In the big leagues, and I know he had some moments where there was a lot of just question marks how he's going to handle it. You know, obviously the highest paid pitcher in Major League Baseball history.
Damn.
How's he going to handle over there in Yankee Stadium? How is he going to handle it in the World Series?
And he was injured through most of this year, through most of this season.
Dodgers after that, obviously feeding off that momentum. We talked about starting pitcher setting the tone. He set the tone in that game, and they were able to finish it.
At number 5, Oral, what does a pitcher love? They love some great defense behind them, and the Dodgers have all kinds of great defense, beginning with Mookie Betts' diving catch.
You got to get supported.
That's
you
a
get
catch.
supported by your offense. They get you a few tallies early. You can relax and make pitches. But after that, when you're on the mound with that lead, you need some people to pick the
that
ball
was
up.
nailed.
You're not a heavy strikeout pitching team, especially from the rotation at times. So those starters need that defense. And boy,
He's
was
out.
that a throw that Teoscar made right there. And Will Smith with a fantastic tag. This play right here, Tommy Edmonds, 5'3", maybe 4'11", and he still got this play done. You got to really have a stretch. I know Freddie Freeman can stretch, but Tommy really stretched right there.
Tommy with the spin and the throw to first to get Gleyber Torres. The Dodgers doing with defense here at number 4, Jerry. Game 2, 9th inning. Yankees already put 1 on the board. They've got the bases loaded as Blake Trinan and Alex Vesia to get the final 2 outs.
Obviously, huge situation right there. Nasty slider by the Blake trained to limit the damage. You see Yamamoto and the guys cheering him on. How about Alex Vesia? Very efficient. 1 pitch, 1 out to close out Game 2. Dodgers take a 2-0 lead.
At number 3, Nomar, Game 5, the clinch game, and that 5th inning comeback. They got some help from the Yankees, and the Dodgers took advantage.
Oh yeah, they got help from the Yankees, all right.
When you give them an inch, they're going to take more than just a yard. And boy, did they take it. They took full advantage. You make some miscues. They are looking for that extra.
You said nobody on base. Nobody covering first base. That's crazy.
They were down by 5, but they said, listen, there's a lot of game left. We are not out. We have a lot of fight in us, and we're going to go out there.
That is inexcusable, man.
Right here. Number 2, Oral, the final inning of Game 5. Trinan is out there on the mound, and he's going to get the critical outs, going 2 1/3 before Walker Buehler closed it out in the 9th.
Over 40 pitches, the most pitches he's thrown this year. He's come back from surgeries. He's come back and he looked Dave Roberts in the eyes and said, "I've got this." This is a man of faith. And said he thanks God all the time. Well, God gave him an awful lot of strength and an awful lot of talent, and he made it shine through. And then this young man, a curveball for a ground out. I think we're going to see another curveball a little low for a strikeout. Here it is. And then we're going to see one more 78-mile-an-hour curveball in the dirt.
To lefties.
All of them start on the plate. All of them get the bat moving, and all of them create outs that bring a world championship.
And I love Walker Buehler's reaction as well, just letting everybody know.
Yep, we did it. That's right.
It is Freddie Freeman's entire World Series, Jerry. He had a performance for the ages, hitting the walk-off grand slam in Game 1, homers in each of the first 4 games. Let's enjoy the sounds of Freddie Freeman in the Fall Classic. And that moment will live forever, Jerry, because they won it all.
Freddie, legend of the fall in the Fall Classic. Yes, Gibby had his moment in '88. Fab Five Freddie, 2024.
Well, you see that 55,000 fans are making their way.
There they are.
The Dodger Stadium awaiting the celebration.
There they
of the
are.
2024 World Series champions. They are en route to the ravine. Let's hear from David Vassay with one Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei, you are a world champion. What has this parade meant to you?
ワールドチャンピオンになりました。このパレード見て、大谷さんにとってどう思いますか？すごい壮観ですし、こんなに人がいると思ってなかったので、ちょっと圧倒されてます。I'm totally overwhelmed with the amount of fans who are here. It's incredible.
What have you thought when you've seen all these fans? Did you know how much you meant to this city?
この街に対して、このファンに対して、大谷さんの存在っていうのはすごい大事なことっていうのは、大谷さんの中では知ってましたかと。本当に1年目からこうやって応援してもらって、受け入れてもらってすごく感謝してますし、最高の結果を出すことができてチームとして素晴らしい1年だったなと思います。It's been an incredible year. I'm so happy that I was able to contribute.
I know what Angel fans are saying. It took a former Angel to help the Dodgers get to this point. Well, it is what it is. If you guys would have just took care of business, even get to the first round of the playoffs, then maybe you would have kept him. I like Mike Trout. This guy decided he decided to be an unrestricted free agent, go to the highest bidder, and he took them to the World Series.
Sometimes in Spanish, usually in English, but it's great to see them both celebrating today. And
while the Angels,
I found it only mildly humorous.
They're just content with
he had a historic.
They just content with mediocrity.
He goes 54 homers, 59 stolen bases.
Yeah, the only one in the 50-50 club in that particular category, and what
and that's why the Angels will never make the playoffs. They ain't fixing the farm system too. But it's not about the Angels. I'm just bringing them up for reference.
And also the work ethic. You just don't. That just doesn't
It's
happen.
about the Dodgers.
He's an incredible talent.
About the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
Definitely put it on display, but it goes. He just doesn't take it for granted. That man works every single day, whatever it is. We heard about him. Okay, if I'm not going to be able to pitch, how can I even get better at base running? How do I get better at base stealing? Well, he's put that on display. And then also, it wasn't just all about the long ball. He hit for average. He was hitting when they needed it. He did everything from an offensive side and trying to get the extra base, whatever it is needed. He put on a performance for the ages.
Now listen, there's a saying: don't talk about it, be about it. He's a guy, listen, he could have had any type of contract. He's the best athlete on the planet. Everybody knows that. But he deferred a lot of money.
Don't hit that like button for me.
Team in this position, not just this year, but for years to come. So he's all about winning. He's a selfless guy. Yes, 50-50, incredible talent, but he wants to win. All he cares about is being a good teammate. So that interview that you saw right there, that's a little small piece. He's a tremendous teammate. Guys say he's funny in that clubhouse, and he wants to be a part of a great team. He says he wants to do this 9 times. Who are we saying it can't happen? This guy wants to be a part of that dynasty, and hopefully that dynasty comes to fruition.
Well, I think after experiencing today, all these guys are going to be like, man, I want to do that again, because they're all having such an incredible time here at the Dodgers World Series Championship celebration. Let's go back to the buses because Kirsten has Miguel Rojas.
Miguel, you're a World Series champion. You've got this incredible parade. How would you describe it?
This is all we wanna do throughout the whole year. We didn't think about this, but this is one of the most special moments for this group of guys. Get to celebrate with the fans. It's so special because we didn't even imagine that this is possible. When we talk about winning a World Series champion and being the best team in the league, this is coming with us, and this is something that we're gonna remember for the rest of our life, and this is the most important part.
Is this the fans that showed up? Could you have imagined how many fans are here today? And is this what you expected?
This is crazy. I didn't expect anything of today, but this is actually the best thing that I've ever seen in my life after seeing my two kids born, because I mean, what we sacrificed and what we did to be in this position and to be able to celebrate with these fans so close and actually like throw beers and champagne on them is the best part, because they deserve it as much as we did, because they show up every single day, not just at Dodger Stadium, but they travel best of the whole fans in the world.
You're wearing your Venezuelan flag to be a world champion from Venezuela. Describe that feeling in itself.
Hey, I understand that I don't represent just myself and my family and the organization. I represent the whole country, and I'm just so happy that I get the opportunity to bring every fan from Venezuela, because I know we have a lot, and this is special for me, and I'm glad that I have to represent everybody.
Enjoy this.
Thank you.
It's been an overwhelming experience for all the guys on those buses. And they're about to be overwhelmed even more, because here inside Dodger Stadium, the place is packed. The fans cannot wait to celebrate this World Series championship. And Miguel Rojas, one of many heroes on this team who's made sacrifices. He played through a torn adductor, really, for the final few months of the regular season, was getting shots to help him with the pain just so he could play. And one of many heroes as the Dodgers are ready to celebrate with the city of Los Angeles.
Here they are. They're going to Dodger Stadium. They're headed to Dodger Stadium. I don't give a damn about commercials. Don't give a damn about commercials. Get this out of here. Get this out of here, man. There you go. I don't care about the commercials. I just want to get to the parade. Let's do it. Let's do it. So we say he's not making any sense. Well, nobody makes sense. Yeah, I'm still here. We're just waiting. We're just waiting to get out of commercial. Here we go. It's back on. It's back on. If I get the sound here, here we go.
So many heroes, and the reason why all these guys, and yeah, Kike Hernandez, can't forget about Mr. October for the Dodgers. Modern day Mr. October, Kike.
Listen, you don't get to this position. You don't have a parade when it's just one guy. You know, it is. I know we keep harping on it. It's collective, but you're right. There's big moments throughout the entire season. There's big bats. There's clutch hitting. There's all the little things, and all of these guys provided it. And each and every one of them, what they contributed and the way they contributed, it all culminated to these moments.
They have got to the parking lot, John.
Yep,
I just saw
their
the
way
big
in.
Scully
And they'll
sign.
be coming in
They're in the parking lot, y'all.
Once they make their way off the bus, and all these people have already started lining up here in the center field.
Oh, yeah.
They cannot wait to get a glimpse of their
They head to the stadium, y'all.
Blue carpet. They're going to get to walk.
And eventually they'll make their way inside the stadium. And we saw Anthony Banda there, Oral. He's one of the many guys, one of the dogs in that bullpen. And we talk so much about the heroes of this team and the mega stars on this team.
Yep.
You got to love the story of Anthony Banda as well. The Dodgers are, his 11th or 12th organization he's been with. Finally sticks with the team this year. And he was great ever since putting on the Dodger uniform and continued to throw the ball well in October.
Well, he started as a non-entity, and then he ended up being the 12th or 13th guy. He ended up kind of trying out to be alongside Alex Vesia as the other lefty. He ended up being one of the other lefties, and then they had to lean on him, not only in small situations, but big situations. And then Vesia goes down, and they leaned on him even more. And then Vesia came back, and that combo was fantastic in the World Series. He has been outstanding as a Dodger, and he really has changed his life.
You know, he went from the other lefty to the only lefty.
Exactly.
That's exactly what he went to. And the other thing, too, is he's a perfect example, as you mentioned, is when you go out there and you look with the organization, Andrew Freeman and the rest of the organization were looking for an individual to get. And what do they say? Be yourself. We don't want you to change. And even Banda said that was the greatest thing, I think, that most motivating, that helped them to succeed, is the fact that they didn't want me to be any different than what I am. They recognize what I can bring, and they said, we just need you to bring more of yourself. And boy, did he bring it.
It's something this front office has always done a great job at. They find little diamonds in the rough, and they're able to tweak something with the guy's grip or arm slide or something mechanically, Oral. And more times than not, they're able to bring out the best in some of these guys. Evan Phillips was the same way. And we see Clayton Kershaw. He didn't need any tweaking. He's finally going to celebrate here at Dodger Stadium this World Series championship on the
What do you mean by
right
tweaking?
around the corner from where we are right now.
What do you mean by
The
tweaking?
cheering behind us, the players are hearing the cheering on the bus. They're anticipating coming into the stadium, and it's going to be like gladiators. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
But there'll be no fighting. No fighting, just celebrating.
Are you not tweaking?
There's no bears.
But there are lions.
There are
Those lions and tigers, and those guys.
No,
they're
there's
on
dogs.
the bus.
A whole bunch of dogs.
The lions, the heart of a lion.
Hey, they have never come into Dodger Stadium like this, where they're parading in on buses. The parking lots are full. The stands are full. They're usually here when the parking lots are empty. They go home and they get through the traffic. And now they're getting this as a memory of, oh, this is what a full parking lot looks like. And wait till they walk into the stadium. They're going to be amazed.
And the sea of people during the parade, Dodger fans, you did not disappoint. The Dodger players were overwhelmed by the turnout, and they're going to be overwhelmed once they come through those doors right there into Dodger Stadium.
And one of the things the guys kept talking about over and over this season was how tight-knit the entire group was, how close this team was. And now when you win a World Series championship, Oral, you have this bond for a lifetime that all these guys will share.
You will never look into your teammates' eyes any differently the rest of your life. You will see them as champions. You will be a bond. You don't even need to talk to them every year, every month, whenever. Whenever you're together, there is this bond that is unspoken. It's kind of like when you go off in the off season and you come back in spring training and you pick up right where you left off. Well, world champions pick up right where they left off, no matter how long they've been apart.
And where they're going to pick up is right here at Dodger Stadium. That's exactly where they're going to be, where they left off, right here, rolling in and remembering that route, the fans, the love that they felt, and man, we're about to feel it right here because they're coming around the corner shortly.
Absolutely. And Orwell, you mentioned it. They'll never forget it, and they'll pick up right where they left off. I was fortunate a couple months ago. We celebrated our 15th anniversary. Some of those guys, we haven't seen each other in 15 years. We picked up right where we left off. It doesn't matter. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 50 years from now, these guys still around. They will remember this championship team, the parade, and the fans. You see Kike right there. He's got some sun. He got a lot of sun during that parade. Well done.
Well, this is a longer season than most because they started early in South Korea. And it was 224 days until Game 5 of the World Series No More. And you guys talk about what a grind an entire baseball season is. 224 days from Game 1 until the final out.
You're exactly right, John. And, now that you put it in perspective, you start thinking about it. I mean, Earl and I have also...
That's more than 7 months. God damn.
Like even now that you're retired this long, like, I don't know.
That's more than 210 days.
Like Earl mentioned, he's like, I think we had like an out-of-body experience, and that's what it kind of takes. But you know what? It doesn't matter. You don't think about it. You don't know. You just know what it takes. And these guys know what it takes. And not only do they know what it takes, but they went out and did it.
This is my first time ever watching the championship parade as a whole, let alone streaming it.
Championships that they are today with these guys. Someday they'll be like us, and we're living vicariously through them right now. Bringing back.
If y'all ninja watching, push the like button. Push the like button at least. I know I don't have many subscribers, but
these guys will have
you will be so kind to push that like button.
Very picturesque memory that they have. And just over our shoulder, we
so I can have more people come over.
Flying around, so much coverage, and you see the buses pulling in and out of the Dodger parking lot. You're going to see the players come through Dodger Stadium, and they're going to see a sea of people. Dodger fans celebrating that championship. This day, these guys will never forget.
And for you guys as players who've been here, you almost see a different perspective, get a different perspective of what this experience is like. You've been on the buses, you know what it's like to be there. And now, as a fan, Jerry, you're kind of getting a chance to soak it in.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Listen, we know as players how much.
Now, I hope I don't get in trouble streaming this. I'm not streaming it from a YouTube channel. I'm streaming it from a website.
We heard Jay Flair talk about it. Glasnow talked about it. These guys grew up here as Dodger fans. They sat in Dodger seats and here at Dodger Stadium. But to see the sea of people, the gratitude, the emotion, the outpouring of love that this city has for this team, it's something special.
Here it comes.
We get a chance to see our first bus right over off to our left. And so if you're hearing some people roaring, it's because the team is arriving here in the center field plaza. The Heroes Welcome continues at Dodger Stadium on an absolutely sparkling and perfect 70-degree fall afternoon on this November 1st.
That first bus is filled with ownership. The players are now coming. Now, how many total buses was it? Like 5 or 6? I think like 7 buses. Lucky 7. Oh, boy.
And I feel like I have to stand, too. It's almost like a standing ovation for a job well done for what this team has been able to accomplish this year in 2024. Through so much adversity. And despite the star power, there were so many doubters. We heard from Dontrell Willis earlier. Everybody he works with over at Fox.
There was a lot of doubters in the NLDS when they're down 2-1 versus San Diego. And like I said, I was saying like, oh, here we go again. We gonna miss another chance of advancing. We're going to get on the first round, and Derek Robbins' job's on the line, and he should be fired. But thank goodness they didn't disappoint me this year.
You go out there, and they fought. We heard Dave Roberts talk about the fight in this team constantly throughout the season. Well, that fight brought him to this moment.
Magic Johnson is leading them in.
Magic Johnson knows a thing or two about championships after the Dodgers won in New York.
I tell you what,
he was proud to boast it's his 15th championship, 10 with the Lakers as a player. as part of their management as well. Couple now with the Dodgers. But boy, this one has to be so sweet for Magic, part of that group, the new ownership group, Guggenheim. They're the ones that made so much of this happen.
They did. They invested so much, not only on the team, but this entire organization. This stadium is so historic and beautiful, and now they get to enjoy the fruits of their labor.
Well, the players are making their way inside the stadium. This place is about to erupt. The 2024 World Series champion, Los Angeles Dodgers. Los Angeles, it is time to party here at Dodgers.
Time to party, y'all.
All right, Dodger fans, I know you're ready.
Here we go.
Time to celebrate our World Series champs right here in blue heaven on earth. Let's start by welcoming the voices of your World Series champions.
Here we go.
Los Angeles Dodgers, broadcasters on Sportsnet LA and KLAC, who provided the soundtrack to this unforgettable, magnificent championship season. Joe Davis and Steven Nelson. Let's go!
By the way, Joe Davis he's also the voice of the World Series covers on Fox.
I was expecting something. I wasn't expecting this. Let me hear you.
And he's the new voice of KLAC in place of Charlie Steiner, who did it for like I believe 19 seasons since 2005. After the organization let go of Ross Porter. Y'all remember Ross Porter? That's going back to 2004. That was his last year of him calling Dodger games. I don't know why they got rid of him. I will never understand that.
So let's celebrate a world champion. Let's celebrate a cultural and baseball icon. Number 34, happy birthday, Fernando Valenzuela.
Happy birthday, Fernando.
Tell that you guys were listening to me the other night when I said, start the party, Los Angeles! Your Dodgers have won the World Series!
Damn, he's good. That's right. Surprised he ain't saying, throw them W's up. Throw the dubs up. I'll be right back. Ice Cube in the building. That's right.
Celebrate
You know the words. I need LA singing this song right here, baby. Help me out. Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know what the day seems kind of high. No party from the dog, no small. And mama cooked the breakfast with nuts. Oh, I got my grub on, but didn't get got. Finally got a call from a girl that wanna hang out. Hold it up for later. As I hit the dirt, thinking, will I live another 24? I gotta go, cause I got me a talk turn. If I hit the switch, I can make the ass drop. Had to stop at a bad light. Looking in my mirror, not a jacket in sight. And everything is alright. I got a beat from Dave, and he can do it all night. Calling up the homies and I'm asking, yo, which part of y'all playing baseball? Keep me on the field and I'm trouble. Last week, messed around and I hit a double. Freaking Yankees everywhere, like Cold Bay. I can't believe today was a good day.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really gonna be in some shit. I have to mute this before I get in trouble. Before I really get struck. I'm eating my homemade cookies, dog. Any music that's playing, if you stream it, you can get in trouble. That's why I had to put it on mute. Didn't know they was doing that. I keep trying to get me in trouble. All right, man. Get them up out of here. Oh, Lord. Turn that music off. Just kidding. I have never seen anything like this. Here we go. I'm going to get in trouble. All the music. Look at this. Mm-hmm. Here we go. If you're a ninja watching, push the like button.
Los Angeles. Let's keep this party rolling. The president and CEO of the Don't You Walk Away, we're bringing you up first, Mr. Stan Kasten.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Thank you to everyone in this amazing crowd. Wow. First, I want to thank our mayor, our city council, all the elected officials who are here today for helping us put all of this together. Thank you so much. I know we have all waited a long time for this day. And I have to tell you, everyone behind me, every player, manager, coach, front office person, everyone in the business side, ticket sellers, sponsorship side, everyone in this organization has spent their lives waiting for this day. And they are appreciating a lifetime of anticipation today. But I want to talk about something else that I've learned in my time in LA. As many of you know, I don't sit a lot during games. I'm not in owner suites or the suites. I'm all over the place. Maybe it's nervous energy. Maybe it's just decades of habit. But I'm walking around everywhere, as a lot of you know, because I run into a lot of you every day. And it's important for me because it's how I get to talk to so many of you, but more importantly, to listen to so many of you. Not everything I hear is great. Many things are, but I've learned one thing more important than anything else in my time. Every one of you cares just as much about being here today as everyone on this list. Every one of you has waited for this day with as much anticipation as any of us involved with the organization, and all of us. Thank you for all of that. And it's not just the 4 million people that show up here year in and year out for generations. And it's not just the millions of more fans who watch us at home. It's not even just our fans across Los Angeles. It's all of our fans around the country. It's our fans in Mexico. It's our fans in the Dominican Republic. Our fans in Korea. Our fans in Japan. And everywhere else around around the world because it's your support that makes all of this possible. Without your support, we couldn't put the team on the field that we do. We couldn't keep this stadium as beautiful and as modern as we do. Without your support, we couldn't do the thousands of community events and appearances and speeches that we have done year in, year out. It's all because of your support. We are here today to thank you. So from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for your decades of support. Thank you all. Go Dodgers!
Go Dodgers!
Let's keep the line moving.
Here we go. There you go. There you go. That was B. Walker Buehler cursing. We got kids here, but hey.
One thing I know, guys, they're not like us.
They're not like us. They're not like us.
You guys wanted a parade? We got a parade. Thank you, guys. I want to thank you, fans. I want to thank you, players. I love every single one of you guys. And guys, let's get ready to run this thing back next year, too.
Let's go.
Los Angeles, are we live? I got a question for you all. What makes this team different from every other Dodger team? They said it, not me. Hey guys, 2020 Fan Fest, we gotta ask some really tough questions. And guess what? I said 2020 decade is gonna be the LA Dodger decade.
Let's go.
And guess what? Who has more championships than us in the 2020s? Absolutely
Nobody.
Absolutely nobody. Where's Ice Cube? Ice Cube, where you at? Hey, Cube, give it up for Ice Cube, people. Ice Cube came out in game 2. And with his performance, we didn't even get to play the game. We had already won it. Then we go to New York. And this guy, he used to be fat. He's not fat anymore. His name is Joe. He came out and said, and guess what? We didn't even need to play because after that performance, we had already won.
Mm-hmm.
And look at you guys. We got a parade. I love you all. I love everybody. And like Doc said, they're not like us, baby.
I want this next guy.
No ribs.
This guy played with one leg, one rib.
Oh, one rib.
Like you guys. He loves the Dodgers. Let's hear it.
Freddy. Let's hear it. Ah, charge my phone up.
What a special group. I don't have the same personality as Kike. He shut it down, but from the bottom of my heart, 3 months ago, when I came back after my son got sick, you guys showed out for my family and I. That was one of the greatest experiences I've ever had on the field. I was so touched. I did everything I could to get on this field for you guys. And I'm glad I did because we got a championship now. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I can't wait to run this back next year. Let's go Dodgers!
All right, guys. Before we get to a couple of our players, thank you to ownership, Mark Walter, Magic Johnson, the GOAT. The Bowleys, the Pattons, all you guys, Smolensky, Billie Jean King, everybody, all you owners, and the architect of this ball club, this organization, President Andrew Freeman. Let's go, Andrew. Mookie, hold on, you're next. Andrew, come here, Andrew. Andrew Freeman. How about these guys? Right here. Unbelievable group of players. I got to tell you, we've been dreaming about this day for a long time. And it exceeded every expectation we could have possibly had. It was incredible. To Dodger Nation, the city of champions, this is for you guys. 2020 was incredibly special, but it wasn't anything like this. To not be able to celebrate it with the greatest fans in the world left a little bit of an empty feeling. Immediately after winning, everyone was talking about this day, to celebrate it with the greatest fans in the world. This is for you guys. We love you. We love LA. Thank you. And now, the guy who's collected 2, and he wants a lot more. Mookie Betts.
When I became a Dodger, it was for, 12 or 13 years? It was a lot of years, and we got 2 so far. We got like 9 years left. I gotta get to at least 5 or 6, right? We gotta reach 5 or 6 times, right? Hey, I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out and supporting us. And to my teammates, y'all don't know how much y'all mean to me, man. I love you guys. Hey, I got 3. I'm trying to fill this hand up, LA. Hey, now, I'm about to pass it off I think the most even-keeled human being I've ever been around in my life. That carried us all the way to the World Series. Teoscar Hernandez, baby. I'm gonna go in Spanish. I just want to say thank you. This game to win. And the Dodgers gave me the opportunity to come here so I can help this organization, this city, this team, this people.
They just want a 1-year deal. I wonder are they going to resign for 1 more year or for another year or 2.
There's a guy that's been in a Dodger uniform more than anyone, certainly on this stage.
Clayton Kershaw. There you go. You should thank him for not being on the playoff roster. You should thank him. Just kidding. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT of the Dodger. Just kidding.
Oh, man. I've waited for this day for a long time. I've waited to celebrate for a long time. I can't imagine being anywhere else right now. And I can't imagine doing it with a better group of guys than this group right here. I'm at a loss for words, man. I didn't have anything to do with this championship. But it feels like I have the best feeling in the world.
There it is, man. That's only the Dodgers' 8th World Championship. Oh shit. Group of dogs. Let's get it.
There's a special group of guys led by Judge Bard, and we wouldn't have this championship without them.
Almost 2 hours, y'all.
In Game 5, he gave us everything we had. Give it up for the leader of the bullpen, Blake Dryden.
Hey, I'll be honest, this is the best feeling I've had on a baseball field. Not a better group of guys. I ain't much of a talker. I like to lead by actions. Everything we have is, man, by all of our hard work, everybody puts us in good positions to have success. These guys earned every bit of it. Our true leader in the bullpen is Daniel Hudson.
So I kind of want him to come up here. He's got more things. Come on, girl. Yeah, here's Daniel Hudson, guys. We're not here without him. What's up, hey, I just want to say, I came back for this moment right here. Everybody on this stage is a world champion. Everybody in this stadium is a world champion. Everybody that bleeds Dr. Blue is a world champion. Congratulations, LA. Love you guys. Gotta get the help from you. Oh, should I say it? Should I say it, boys? Should I say it? Should I say it? You have to. Hey, guys, this team, it has to do with a word that starts with the same letter as my last name. And we all stay this way, especially through the entire month of October. Should I? Do it! What a holiness! Hey.
All right. First off, we had the greatest of all time, Vin Scully. We had another legend, Dodger legend, number 34, Fernando Valenzuela. Happy birthday, Fernando. This is for you too. So this winter, ownership, Andrew, front office, we had a big goal in mind. That's to get the biggest fish of them all. I almost screwed it up. I'll tell you right now. Who was it? No, not Kiermaier. Not Kiermaier. Sorry. KK, I love you, but no, not you. Who wants to hear from Shohei Ohtani?
There we go. Who wants to hear him not speak English? Just kidding.
This is so special moment for me. I'm so honored to be here and to be part of this team. Congratulations, Los Angeles. Thank you, guys. How awesome is this? Mook, get up here. Mook, what I tell you, every time they walk show to get to you, I got 400 too. Get up here. How about this guy right here, Brett Honeywell?
bring a fucking championship here into Austin.
There you go. Let's go.
Best fans in the world. Best stadium in the world. Best city in the world. Unbelievable. We should have had this in 2020, but we're bringing it now. Man, y'all setting the city on fire right now.
All right, guys, we got two more. First, we made a trade at the deadline. We got this guy who played shortstop, center field. He did everything we asked. He was the NLCS MVP. Give it up, Tommy Edman.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Man, I've only been here for a couple months. Eli's already trying to grab the mic. But I just want to say thank you to all the Dodgers fans out there. You guys have welcomed me like one of your own. And I'm just so grateful to be part of this organization. Such a great group of guys. Love everybody here. Now the World Series champs. Let's go, baby.
All right. This guy right here is the glue to our ball club. No one plays a better shortstop. He played hurt all year for us. I love this guy right here. Give it up for Miguel Rojas.
In 2014 here, and I got back to be a World Series champion. Let's fucking go!
Test, you guys got me. Test. Now I got it.
Yeah. Oh, there we are. Yep. I got you, John. Yes, sir.
They're fixing the mic. They're fixing the mic.
Let's go!
Well done, Mickey. That was cool. That was cool. Everybody goes, we want to see the Freddy dance. Do the Freddy. And everybody like, oh, that was cool.
Okay.
Test. I can hear myself now.
Even though I'm one thing, might say that they still haven't said. So before I turn it over to Joe, I want all of you on the stage to hold on to this feeling. And I want all of you in the stands to always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.
Yep.
Randy. Kick it, Randy.
Here we go. Let's kick it. I'll be right back.
What a day here in Los Angeles. 36 years since the last parade for the Los Angeles Dodgers. I would say it was well worth the wait. Incredible turnout from the city of Los Angeles. I don't know how many people were out there, but you heard some of the players say they've never seen this many people on the parade route. Dodger Stadium packed as well. We put a bow on what was a magical season here in 2024. John Hartung, Jerry Harrison Jr., Oral Hershiser, Nomar Garcia-Parra with you again, this time down on the field at Dodger Stadium. And I think it's safe to say, Jerry, I'll begin with you, that this exceeded everybody's expectations, from ours probably to the fans, and I know hearing from the players.
It definitely exceeded my expectations a little bit. Even though I said it was World Series a bust for them after they signed Shohei Ohtani.
And then here coming at Dodger Stadium, the energy here at the stadium was something I've never seen before. And I've been through a Yankee.
All right, we don't need to hear any more of this, man.
Come back to the stadium to celebrate with the fans. Nothing like it.
We don't need to hear any more of this. In fact, let's there you go. There you go, man. So that was the Dodgers World Series Championship celebration. That was it. They're about to conclude here, and I'm about to conclude this stream. I like to thank those, even though there are very few people watching. I thank those that's watching me stream this event. They haven't done this in like 36 years. They couldn't do it 4 years ago because of the pandemic. But I'm glad I was able to stream it. I'm glad I was able to watch a championship parade through its entirety while I'm streaming. While I'm streaming, that's why I'm watching it in its entirety, because I'm streaming it. So yeah. I really enjoyed streaming this. I enjoyed watching the parade. And that's going to end this stream. I hope you enjoyed. Push the like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.